back to Area 52, the channel where I show you that a lot more is possible as an amputee than what you may think. You don't have to sacrifice your life just because you lost a hand. So today we're back working on Project Mouse Motel here. I've got some new front end parts for it that we're going to slap in real quick. Hopefully it goes smoothly, but it probably won't. That's life. So I pretty much cleaned off the driver's side of the grill going up a hill, hitting trees and stuff, and ran it all over. So between some brand new parts, some junkyard parts, I have pretty much everything I need to replace it, plus the tail light for the back that's all smashed up that I showed you in the last video. The first order of business will be to cut off all the zip ties that hold on what's remaining, and there's not really any usable pieces except for the headlight adjuster screws there. So I'll get this off and then get you all updated. Okay, so we got that dismantled. It only took a couple minutes. It was held on by a zip tie, 2 of them over here and 2 of them over here. So 4 zip ties held that in, and I've actually driven it at 60 miles an hour like that. So we went down and we had to get the headlight adjusters out of the original header panel, and we're reusing one of the headlights for now. I may order another one in the future, but we're ready for the reassembly side of things. So the first thing is going to be getting the headlight adjuster screws into the new header panel, because if you don't do that first, you can't get them on after it's already in. So here we go. All right, so we got the header panel in now. All that holds it in. There's a bolt right there and one right there, which I didn't have the correct hardware, but I made do. And then this one in the center. And it's got some little tabs right where this little slot is that go into the sheet metal of the fenders, but that's all that holds the header panel in place. So now we are getting the harnesses through and checking some of the bulbs, but I need the bulb in that one, which is your main turn signal bulb, and I don't have some, so we're gonna have to run to the auto parts store. So we've got the turn signal bulbs in. There is a screw right up in there that holds the marker light in, and then there's one right there. And then under the marker light on this side, right about here, there's 2 screws that hold the turn signal in. You have to have the turn signal in before you put in the marker light. So on the passenger side, we're getting ready to put the headlight back in place, and on the driver's side we're putting in that screw down in there, which is really hard to get to, but you can pry the turn signal and the marker light apart a little bit to get to it, and you need to do that one first and then this top one second. So we'll keep you updated, but so far everything's working like it should. Okay, so we have everything in place now. It was a little bit troublesome. The adjusters didn't want to pop into the new headlight, so what I did was took them out and heated them up a little bit and pressed them into their sockets to try to loosen them up a little bit, and that ended up working out just fine. I was able to get the headlights in, as you can see behind me here. They're in, so now we're gonna take it outside and take it for a drive. We just got the grill put back in place, which is normally held in by 3 screws. But these screws didn't line up exactly the way I wanted them to. So right in there, you can see is one of the screws, but it didn't even have a hole in the header panel. So I just drilled it in and it went in. On this side, you can kind of see that there's a misalignment between where the busted out part should be and the hole, which was a much larger fastener than what it should be. And then same thing on this side. You can actually see the 2 holes. It's like they are one grill insert off from the other. So I'm not sure what the deal is there, but I mean, this grill is more of a look good piece than a functional piece, so I'm not overly concerned with it. So now we're going to go ahead and take the Jeep out for a little test ride and see if we can adjust the headlights, get them somewhere close. I mean, I'm not too concerned because I do have the light bar for places I really can't see, but I just mainly wanted to be street legal, and I would kind of like to see where I'm going a little bit. So we'll go for a cruise and I'll show you how far off they are. It doesn't look too bad, but if you've ever adjusted headlights, you know they can be way off. One can be pointing toward the ground and the other one pointing toward the moon. So we'll see how it goes. Almost forgot we're replacing this tail light too. It's not too hard, just 3 bolts come out. Hold that up, so yeah. So as you can see, the lens completely got snapped off of there by a tree, and that's our new one. So pretty nice upgrade right there. The other side could probably use replaced because of that little chip out right there, but I'm not too concerned about it because white light doesn't leak out through there too bad. All right, so all we have to do, well, apparently, is get these stickers off of here first. That's how you know I spent the money. So much newness. Oh, this one's gonna suck. There we go. And it's as simple as popping everything back in, same way it came out. Like that. And then the little marker light. Okay, so I was having some trouble with this marker light down here. It has a squared hole, and the manufacturer made the hole too small, so I had to file out the hole a little bit. But I got the marker light pressed in there, and all is well now. So, getting ready to pop this back on.
I don't know if you can push on this a little bit. Bottom of it.
Okay, so my headlights and tail lights were from this Eagle Eyes company. I bought them off of Rock Auto, and I believe, now don't quote me on this, but I believe that the grill was too. And the hole locations didn't exactly line up on some of our new pieces. And then, like I said, with that side marker light right here, the square hole was a little bit on the small side on both this and the new turn signal that I got too. So other than that, everything looks pretty good. The finish is nice. It takes a little bit of extra time to make them fit. The fit isn't so good as far as the fit and finish go, but I would give the finish a 10 out of 10. The fitment, I would probably give it a 6 because we had to do some modifying to make things work. And then, like I said, with the grill, 2 of the holes didn't line up by a long shot. So far this project is done. I think it looks great. So now we'll go out for a test drive and see how it works. So as you can see, the Jeep is backed about 20 feet from the garage door, and we're at a little bit of a downhill angle here, so the headlight adjustment isn't too far off. The driver's side is substantially brighter than the passenger side, but I think I'm going to go ahead and replace that passenger side headlight anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it. Then they'll be pretty even. But now I can actually see because I have headlights and can drive it down the road like this. So going to go take it for a test drive now and see how it does. Going down the road, it doesn't look too bad. These are the low beams right now. Get in focus. And I can actually see pretty well, so I don't think I'm going to give it any adjustment really. We'll see how the high beams are. The high beams aren't doing too bad either. I may actually just leave it the way it is. It looks like the driver's side could move toward the driver's side a little bit more, but other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with how well I can see. Then for comparison, through my dirty windshield,